Hey, Facebook friends and YouTube. Lisa Bedrick here, aka Elizabeth Davis. I have two names. So I had something really creepy happen to me last night. I posted about the marijuana thing. I said, don't smoke marijuana unless you want lung cancer, and don't eat marijuana unless you want to kill someone in an accident, like go to prison for killing someone. If you run over a pedestrian or a biker or something because you're too high to know where you're driving. Which that goes for any medication that affects your driving, pain pills, etc. Drinking, obviously. Texting and driving actually also qualifies because that's equally stupid. But anyways, so I posted that. I posted in some groups, and then I just sent it to 5 people that were currently online on Facebook. I think it was 5 guys. And then someone started calling that phone over and over again. So I picked up my other phone. I have one phone that's connected to a phone line and 2 phones that are just basically like a laptop computer. They're not connected to a phone line. I just use them to make videos and post them on Facebook. So I picked up my other phone, and then someone starts calling that phone 5 times in a row. And I was like, what the heck? That's so weird. Nobody could be calling this phone because it's not a phone. It's not hooked up to a phone line. So that was some really weird stuff, really creepy. It really, nothing in my entire life has creeped me out, actually, as much as that did. I mean, I know I've been having issues with my phones. I think they're all hacked by someone, whoever has the power to do that, that doesn't really want me to make my videos and post them. But that was so creepy. And then I had this nightmare that, I couldn't use my phone in my nightmare, and all I would see when I looked at the screen was a video game playing. And then in my dream, I was complaining to my mom and stepdad about it. I was like, oh my gosh, there's just this video game on my phone. I can't use it. And it's someone's using my phone and 100 other phones to just use the power from it to play a video game. So then I had a revelation just now, I think, that maybe that was supposed to be an analogy for what Satan does. He's just playing games with all of us. And he does, he uses our energies. That's kind of a spiritual concept that demons, I've heard anyways, that demons thrive off of anger and fear. And that's gives them more energy. I don't know, maybe it gives them brownie points with Satan, if a demon can get someone to be fearful or angry. So, anyways, I think my dream was an analogy for that Satan plays games with all of us, and all he's trying to do, his game, is just to get us angry or fearful. And then that's energy for him, to grow stronger or something. I don't know how it works, but I think it's probably just every company has incentives. And the satanic company is a company too. There is the president, which is Satan. And then there's principalities and demons. And then there's people who work for them. And they get handsomely rewarded with money and, I'm sure, sex and fame and drugs and all the things that the rappers get rewarded with. But it's all just a game, and people might be rewarded in this life. But just wait for the afterlife, peoples. And it's not too late to turn back. If you've done that, if you've kind of sold your soul to Satan, and if you're serving Satan and you have let him take control over your life, it's not too late. Just watch some John Ramirez YouTube videos. He was a servant of Satan for, 15, 20 years, he said, maybe 30. And he had a dream, but it seemed really real, where he went to hell and he saw Satan, but then for some reason a cross appeared in his hand and he held it up, and Satan was scared of that cross. And so then that was a revelation for him that Jesus was stronger than Satan. So after that, he decided to, follow and serve Jesus instead of Satan. And now he's a force to be reckoned with. And he has some pretty good books and some really good videos out there on YouTube. But, it's not too late. Anybody who has let themselves go on the dark side, you can come into the light. No matter what you've done, God still wants you. God still wants to redeem you and set you free from any demons. But I'm sure people would wonder, well, why did God let me do that in the first place? That must prove that there isn't a God. But no, it's just because God's a gentleman and he won't force anything on you. And he only wants the people who want him. So if you didn't want God, then he's like, fine, then you can do what you want. But, those who seek God will find him. If you truly seek him with all your heart, you will find him. So I pray that that really blessed you all. And that was really like the first dream that I've had in I don't know, possibly a year. Maybe like once a month I'll have a dream, but I don't really dream or I don't remember them. So, but it was trippy. And I was scared and frustrated. And I guess it was also just like a Freudian explanation would be I was just working through what the heck happened with my phones. Because why would two of my phones get called when only one was hooked up to a phone number? That's just so bizarre. Anyways, whatever it was, I obviously really made someone mad regarding pot and marijuana. And I know it's like a deep-seated thing in our culture and in all of America. But you guys really need to be careful of it because I really think that it can let in evil spirits, even if it's used in small amounts. I mean, I have the same stance on smoking cigarettes, medication, any substance that you put in your body. I just think it's a really, really bad idea because it can let in evil spirits. I mean, possibly even caffeine. My mom's always been, ironically, she's always been really anti-caffeine, but she loves her medications. But she's always knocked me for caffeine, and I've always knocked her for her medications. But, yeah, I mean, everything in moderation. You don't want to overdo it. Caffeine can make you more angry and agitated for sure. So, just don't overdo it, Anyways, I'll just pray about that. Dear God, I pray that you would just give us all wisdom regarding drugs, caffeine, marijuana, medications, alcohol. Help us to have wisdom on how much is okay or in what circumstance it's okay. And help us to not piss people off with our varying opinions. Help us to speak the truth in love so that we can all grow up and be strong and no longer be children tossed to and fro by the waves, by the lies of Satan, God. Help us to not be lied to. Help us to be honest with ourselves and honest with you about how we really feel about our convictions. God, I pray that we do have convictions if we go overboard and that you will give us the strength to have self-control over anything that we know that we need to have self-control over. And that includes pornography. Stay away from porn, guys. It's not good. It's very bad. It's very, very bad. Man, and you talk about the hardest time to be a woman right now. Like now, I mean, it seems like women are all liberated, but we're not. Psh. There's just like prison everywhere for women. Makeup prison, high heel prison. And then, you got like so many guys out there now looking at porn. It's like, man, like me as a woman, I don't want to, I don't know. It's just like, that then a lot of guys are objectifying you. And that's evil. You shouldn't just the evilness of porn is that you just look at women for their body and not their soul and their heart. And, women have a soul and a heart and a brain. And I think that part is more important than their body. So just work on that, guys. You need to appreciate a woman's body, heart, and mind also. I mean, you already appreciate the body, but the mind and the heart too. So may God love you. May God bless you all. God loves you. Have a great day.